Hey guys, it's Britt. Welcome back to my video. So today I have a library haul for you guys. Now, I know I technically did a haul in my last video, but I feel like I only had 4 books, and also I have a ton more now. I think I have at least 10 that I've taken out from the library. So I just wanted to show you guys like what kind of books that I'm picking out at the library. And obviously there's no way I'm going to read them all because some of them I've taken out like over a month ago and I still haven't read them. So I know I'm not going to get to them probably, but I still want to have the option of reading them. The first book I have here is Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes. So, as you can see, I am currently reading it. This is the 3rd book in the Fallen Kingdom series, and I'm not really going to tell you what happens in this book because obviously spoilers, and it's the 3rd book in a series. So basically this book just follows the journey of the characters from the 1st and 2nd book that are still alive, mind you, because from my other video, like I said, I feel like Morgan Rhodes literally kills off practically every character. So it just follows the journey of these characters as they search for the kindred, which from my understanding is basically like the 4 elements, so water, earth, air, and fire. But yeah, basically whoever gets all of the kindred, they're almost like a god, and they could rule the world. So obviously all the characters in this series want that because they want to be powerful. The second book I have is Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I have read her, I think it's called The Rose and the Dagger. Oh no, The Wrath and the Dawn, duology. I've only read the first book though, I haven't read the second one yet, but I do own it. But I've heard that this book is almost like a Mulan retelling or something like that. I'm not really sure. But what I can gather, this book is about Mariko, who is from a samurai family, and she is going to be married off, so she goes to the Imperial Palace to meet her betrothed. And Mariko is very smart and cunning, and on her way to the Imperial Palace, her carriage, or whatever they travel in, is attacked by the Black Clan. So she escapes and seeks revenge. So she dresses up as a peasant boy and infiltrates the Black Clan's, I guess, sort of society. But while she's there, they actually appreciate all of her talents that she has, and she ends up falling in love with one of the members. So this book sounds really interesting, and Mulan is one of my favorite Disney movies, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Hopefully I actually get to it though. Next book I have is Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. This book is about a female werewolf named Elena who separates from the pack because she doesn't want to be known only for her violence, and I think she's also the last female werewolf ever. So she goes back home to Toronto, but while she's there, the pack leader actually reaches out to her after a while of her being separated from them, I believe, and because of a uprising, and then she has to go back and help them, and it's basically about her reconnecting with the pack and I guess the drama that comes with it. I'm really excited about this book as well, and I've heard great things about this series. I believe it has over 4 stars on Goodreads too, which obviously means that this book has to be pretty good. The 4th book I have is The Love Interest by, Cale Dietrich. And from what I've heard of this book, it's basically about this company of spies that send people to basically infiltrate different companies through romantic relationships. And there's this one girl, and these 2 spies from rivaling companies are sent to have the girl fall in love with them. But I think these 2 male spies actually fall in love with one another. And whoever wins gets to live, and whoever loses this assignment dies. So the next 2 books I'm going to show you aren't your typical novels, but the first book that I do have is a graphic novel. And the graphic novel that I have is Monstrous by, I can never remember the authors' names, Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. I probably butchered the names, but I tried. This graphic novel follows Micah, who is a teenager, and I believe she's also an amputee, and she survived this war between humans and their enemies at this time. And I'm assuming Micah has some sort of mysterious power because she hunts, but she's also being hunted by something because of the abilities that she has. And I've heard great things about this graphic novel series as well, and I'm so looking forward to reading it. And I really should be reading it soon because, honestly, I don't think it's even that long. I mean, it's a thicker graphic novel, but it is a graphic novel, which means it's faster to read than a regular old hardback. The next book I have is Amazing Resumes, and like I said in my first video, I've been looking for internships, and I got this book to help me write with my resumes and cover letters. I haven't read it, but I have been applying for internships. I'm going to try and read this, but honestly, I just asked one of my professors for help, as well as my family, looking over my resume and my cover letters, so I'm not sure if I'm actually ever going to read this, but I have it just in case. Okay, so the next book that I have is a little interesting because I just so happened to accidentally pull it out of the shelf while I was just browsing, and I was like, from the title and the awful cover, I couldn't pass it up. There's something about a bad cover that deters me from buying it, but at the library, knowing that I don't really have to pay for it, I'm more willing to pick it up just to see what it's like, because even though a book has a bad cover, it doesn't mean that it's a bad book. It could be written very well. So the next book I have is Wolf of Benefits by Shelley Lawrenston, I believe? Yes, Lawrenston. I'm not really sure what this book is about because I didn't bother reading the back. I just checked it out because of the cover, like I said, and also the title. But this book is about a girl named Tony. I'm not sure if she's a werewolf or not, but she just wants to go crazy and have some fun. And she meets this guy, Ricky, who I'm assuming is also a werewolf. I'm not sure if Tony is a werewolf herself, but they kind of, have fun together, if you know what I mean. So, I really just got this because of the cover and title, and I have no other explanation for why I picked this up. But I'm definitely going to be reading this one because it's too funny not to read. Next book I have is Hello Kitty Must Die by Angela Choi. And, I don't really know what this one's about. I kind of read the back, but I don't remember what it says. It just sounded interesting, but honestly, I'm positive I'm not going to read this one. If you're interested in this book, you can just look it up on Goodreads, see what it's about, because I don't really feel like explaining because I know I'm not going to read it. My second to last book is Rogue by Rachel Vincent, and I read the first book, which I don't remember what the first book is called. The first book is called Stray, which is on the inside of this, but I read the first book, I really liked it. It's about werecats or something like that. And honestly, I also don't remember really the first book, what happened, but I'm going to look up some reviews so just to jog my memory so I can see what it's about. But yeah, I just wanted to continue with the series. I'm going to look up reviews like I said, and that's really it. The last book I have is Tempest Rising by Nicole Peeler. I also just picked up this book like Wolf of Benefits. I saw the cover, it looked interesting, so I was like, why not? This book follows Jane, who lives in a small town, and she's very different. She doesn't fit in with the normal humans of her society, and she actually finds out one day that she's only half human. And that opens up a world to her of the supernatural, and this book follows her as she interacts with all the supernatural beings, as well as the supernatural life that she is now, I guess, exposed to. And also, there's like a handsome vampire man that she meets, and I'm assuming they're going to fall in love. But once again, I just saw the cover of this book and I thought it looked really interesting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for tuning in again, subscribing, commenting, liking the videos. You guys are so nice to me, and I just want to say thank you again. And I hope you guys tune in for my next video. Like I keep saying, I'm trying to work on the background and my filming skills and editing. Please just bear with me as I figure all of this YouTube stuff out. I still don't have an outro, so bye. I want to make better thumbnails, so I gotta pose like all the other booktubers out here. Good? Oh. Okay, good. That's enough. Whoa, Jesus.